Hey, I was getting some new hair extensions on my dog Patriot earlier today. He's a straight white male American Bulldog, the last one. And so I keep those hair extensions on him, kind of give him a disguise so nobody tries to steal him. So I was sitting up there in the little lobby waiting room there, waiting on him to get done, and I was the only one in there for a little bit. Of course, I was wearing my Trump hat, and I had my Trump t-shirt on, and looking good, Trump train. And well, then this other gentleman come in, and he was decked out. He had his Trump hat, Trump t-shirt, boots, everything, and shoot, he come down and sit right down beside me. Man, me and him hit it off. And I mean, we started talking, started telling racist jokes to each other. I mean, we whisper the N-word, to each other. We didn't say it loud. You know what I mean, patriots. Yeah, you do. We making fun of the little clerk there because she didn't speak perfect English and stuff like that. Anyway, just doing patriot things, and we got to talk about each other's clothes and stuff. And he had a sweet Trump shirt on. I had a different one, and he actually had a MAGA hat. I had a Trump hat. But then he went and showed me he had a Trump belt buckle, y'all, big old Trump belt buckle on. And I didn't have one. I got a little jealous about it. And I was like, you know what? I got something you ain't got, buddy. He said, what's that? I stood up, pulled my breeches down a little bit in the back right there, showing my Trump tattoo I got right over the top of my butt crack. And I mean, he was amazed by it. He said, I can't believe you got that, man. I've always wanted one. And I said, yeah, man, I finally broke down and got me one. And he said, you mind if I take a picture of it? I can put it on my Facebook. I was like, hell yeah, you can take a picture of it, put it on your Facebook, buddy. So I went ahead and bent over a little bit and just dropped my breeches just a little bit where you get him a nice picture. And I was bent over, and all of a sudden I heard some female voice back there. And, I was so excited I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. And she said something about, you Trump humpers are the weirdest sons of bitches in the world, or something like that. And what are you doing over there? And I said, he's taking a picture of my Trump stamp. But anyway, so I went ahead and sat down, and she was all dressed up, some dress, and was carrying a laptop and all that. She went and sat down over there and just kind of shook her head and huffed at us. But anyway, so I was like, she called me a Trump humper, so she's apparently one of them liberals anyway. So of course, I was like, yeah, I had to stop off at the gas station, put a little gas in the truck on the way up here. You believe that was $3.85 a gallon? Thanks, Joe Biden. And my old new buddy over there, he laughed. He said, yeah, Joe Biden, he don't know how to do nothing, and Bidenomics and all. And well, I mean, she just jumped on her laptop right there, and she started telling me about how the president don't control gas prices and all that. And I said, oh yeah, how about that old Keystone pipeline there? If he hadn't closed that down? And well, I mean, she jumped in her laptop there, and she looked at me and she goes, well, the Supreme Court's the one that shut down that Keystone pipeline. That was the Keystone XL pipeline. It wasn't even built yet. And the Supreme Court shut it down, and Trump refused to ratify it. And whenever Biden come into office, that's all he done was ratify it. The Supreme Court made that decision. Well, at that point, I wanted to get up and leave because I didn't want no more of that knowledge stuff and be forcing facts and information in my brain, lady. But I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave Patriot there, and plus that dude was waiting on his Pomeranians. But anyway, so then she just started flooding us with information. She goes, I hear what y'all all talk about all the time, about that Ukrainian war. You don't want no money going over there to Ukraine and everything. She goes, I remember a time whenever y'all knew what it was like to be Americans, to be real Americans, and you call yourselves patriots. She goes, I remember a time whenever you'd be just like us about Russia. But now you let that orange tangerine dream suck your brain out and all this stuff. And I wanted to leave y'all and I couldn't. And then she started giving more information and stuff that I didn't even solicit. And she's talking about, oh yeah, you always whining about the border and all that stuff. And she goes, and she pulled it up on a government website, said that yeah, there's more people showing up at the border, but 70% less are crossing illegally under Joe Biden. And I'm telling y'all, I didn't want this information. I didn't want it, but I've got to let it out. And anyway, she went on and on and on and proved me wrong about everything, and I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave Patriot there by himself, y'all. Anyway, and that poor old dude couldn't leave his Pomeranians. But anyway, yeah, she proved it is all true. Every bit of what she said was true. President don't control gas prices. Keystone XL was actually shut down by the Supreme Court. And yeah, 70% less people crossing the border illegally under Joe Biden, y'all. Anyway, that's the kind of day I had. Inmate Trump 2024.